Hello everyone. Ellavarkum namaskaram. So I'll be just giving an intro, a few sentences in Malayalam, and then we'll be switching on to English. So welcome all of you. Ellavarkum swagatham. So we have a special guest today, as you all know. It is ex-Muslim Sahil. So he's known to everyone, especially to the Indian Muslims, especially rather than ex-Muslims, because as I said in the post that I was writing here as an intro to this program, that he is giving some sleepless nights to the Momins and the Mullahs especially. So let us welcome him here. So after that we will be just heading on to the discussion. It's not an interview, it's just a chit chat between us, as if we are also meeting for the first time. We'll be discussing all the things that you are going to hear for the first time. So let us listen from him. So welcome, Sahil.
Thanks a lot. That statement of yours, he's giving sleepless night to Momins and Maulvis and Mullahs.
Yeah, that's what we are seeing here, because we are so watchful to all of your programs.
Okay.
And especially the debates and the kind of YouTube programs that you are conducting, and I know that. We all know that, and especially why I'm having this discussion today online is that a lot of people from Kerala are asking, where is Sahil? Why are you not bringing him on your channel? And because I have already brought many other people as a guest on my channel, so they are expecting you.
Okay.
So yes, yeah.
In fact, I also get the same request from our viewers that why are you not calling the people of Kerala, ex-Muslims from Kerala? They already have registered the organization. Call them. So I think some 5-6 months back, I contacted Mr. Jazar from your team. We had one interview on my channel, and luckily now we are talking on your channel, and I'm sure this will help us bridge the gap between the South Indian ex-Muslims and from with the rest of the Indian ex-Muslims. So it's a great step actually. I'm really thankful to you for this.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks. First of all, I think we should thank the people of Kerala for insisting me to bring up this interview.
Thank you, Keralites. Thanks a lot. I'm really surprised that people from Kerala also listening to my videos. They have already subscribed to my channel. It's really great for me to know about this.
Yeah. So you can even see the comments coming up here that most of the viewers who are from Kerala are big fan of yours, especially the programs. And they have noted one speciality about your program, that is you always carry a laptop with you, and people are thinking that there is some kind of genie which is inside, which is helping you out in cornering these Maulavis.
Yeah.
So what is the magic about that laptop? What is in it?
These Maulvis or the people who carry out black magic, they have some kind of jinn with them, who helps them passing the information. So similarly, I have that jinn, which is a laptop, and all the the references that I have to present to the Momin crowd when I present my doubts in Islam, what I feel wrong in Islam. So everything is in my laptop. So I'm no Zakir Naik that I have memorized everything, page number this and that. So and what happens is many a time he gives wrong information, wrong references. So people do not know whether what he's quoting is right or wrong. So, but for me, I believe that whatever I say, it has to be from the scripture, and it's it's a good thing to show the reference on the screen so that no one can deny that.
Definitely. And even people think that when Zakir Naik is telling all these verses and the hadith number, and even from other religious textbooks, people are thinking that he's getting all this information from his brain. He's recollecting it, he's recalling it that way. But I doubt heavily that there is every chance that there will be a screen in front of him which will be displaying all these things, and he can read out from that, because we have seen that happening in our state. Some of the leading preachers here, they will be having a screen in front of them and they will be just reading out the text from that. So that is
No,
also possible.
I actually I have gone to his programs when I'm from Mumbai, and Zakir Naik's institution or organization is also from
Please,
Mumbai.
yeah.
So in 2001, 2 or 3, he was conducting many programs from Mumbai. So I have gone to that program, but there is no screen, and he has that exceptional memory. And
Okay.
yeah, and he has taken benefit from that in
Okay.
converting people from Hinduism, Christianity, or some other religion to Islam. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I'll do, since I think there are many people who are from the other region who are basically they speak in Hindi, I'll just give an introduction
Sure,
in
sure.
Hindi also, then we'll continue in English.
Yeah.
गाइस, जितने लोग देख रहे हैं, आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. और मुझे पता है कि बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे ऐसे होंगे जिनको इंग्लिश समझ में ना आती हो, और तो वो हिंदी सुनने आए होंगे. तो लेकिन चूंकि ये प्रोग्राम जो है इट्स बेसिकली जो साउथ इंडियन क्राउड है उनके लिए है, इस वजह से, और उनके लिए हिंदी समझना कभी कभार मुश्किल हो जाता है. इस वजह से हमने डिसाइड किया था कि ज़्यादा हम इंग्लिश में बात करेंगे. हालांकि इंग्लिश इज़ नॉट माय फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज. आई एम नॉट वेरी फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश. इन फैक्ट आई एम नॉट फ्लुएंट इन एनी लैंग्वेज. सो आई विल ट्राई माई बेस्ट कि मैं इंग्लिश में अपनी बात रख सकूं, एंड पीपल हु अंडरस्टैंड इंग्लिश एंड they will understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Kabhi khushi, kabhi gum.
Kabhi khushi, kabhi gum.
Okay, so can you please introduce yourself from where you are, if that is could be disclosed, because as you know, for the ex-Muslims that is some classified information, that is some personal information. So how is it about you?
Yeah, so basically I am from Mumbai, and my entire what you say, I have been born and brought up in Mumbai. When I started my activism, as you said, that the life of ex-Muslims are very different from the normal people, and they always have that threat, a social boycott maybe, or a life threat also. So people normally they do not show their face when they start doing activism on in this perspective. But and for me also, I started like that only. When I started my activism, I was hiding my face, I was hiding my identity. But once I started the activism and people started listening to me, the family was growing, increasing, the live viewership was increasing. Some of my friends identified myself, and they started leaking my information to others, to the pro-Islamic channels, and they passed my information to one of the mufti who is from Pakistan, and he doxed me. He leaked my identity. He shown everything about me, my real name, my address, and my profession, everything, my education, everything he leaked online. And after that, he thought that I will stop doing the activism. But I thought, like, even if he has leaked my information, since people know me now, so let's come in front and and do the activism. So everything is public, my information. So I do not have any problem. I'm not afraid of them. I am not scared of anyone. So my intention is very clear. My activism is to spread rationality, and my activism is that the what you say for kattarta, the rigidness that the Muslims have because of Islam. I want to show them that this is what the real side of Islam is. Problem in India and many other countries is that people who follow Islam, they do not know the actual actual side of Islam. There are two sides of Islam. One is the sugar-coated version, which the Maulvis show to the
call it
common people. But there is other side which we know.
Yeah, we
So
call
I
it.
want to show them. Yeah.
Yeah, we call it part one and part two. The moments are just know the part one. There's a part two
Flip
as
side
well.
of the coin.
Yeah, exactly.
Flip side of the coin.
Mm, yeah.
Because see, Arif, Muslims, they are ready to take life and give life for this religion, especially for Prophet Muhammad. So they should know whether it is worth to give life and to
Okay.
take life. They should know that, and then they can decide, yeah, okay, I can go ahead for this. So
Definitely.
this is what the intention of my activism is.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty clear. Now I would like to know from you that how you became an ex-Muslim, or what is your journey towards apostasy? How much educated you were in as a Muslim? Like how much have you studied the Islam?
Yeah.
A little bit about that.
Sure, sure. So basically, when I was Muslim and when I was in teenage, so I started watching videos of Dr. Zakir Naik MBBS, and I was very impressed with his style, with his with the way he presents the Islam. I was very much convinced. I was a really great fan of him, and my family was is a religious family. So from a very little age, I was praying 5 times salah, and I used to keep the fast also. So that part was already there in me, the religious part. And after starting starting watching these videos, I thought, like, every Muslim has this duty of giving dawah to non-Muslims. So that interest started growing in me, and I started learning verses from Quran, from Ved, from Bible, some of the verses, not everything. I was very sound in doing logical arguments, so
Okay.
little part of these verses were helpful for me in communicating with people of other religion. Apart from that, I was a tablighi first. Then, later on, when I started hearing lectures of Salafi scholars, I started moving towards Salafism. Okay. So when I become a Salafi and Al Hadith, I started doing, Islah of people from different sects like Barelvi and Deobandi. So simultaneously, I was doing both the things, giving dawah to the non-Muslims and doing Islah of Muslims who are from different sects. So
Yeah.
what happens is, when you have to show people that Islam is the only right religion, is the only religion that God will accept, then somehow you have to show the other side that your religion is false. There is a problem in your religion. There is a problem in your belief. So when you start showing faults to other people about their religion, then it's very much possible, or it's very much evident that they will also show the faults in your
Exactly.
religion. So
Yeah,
that
true.
was happening with me when I was doing communication or discussion or debates on online forum, or with my colleagues in my office when I was working. So they were showing me something like the age of Aisha, Hazrat Aisha, when Prophet Muhammad married her, and certain other things. But at that time, the iman was very high in me. So even that used to trouble me. That used to trouble me for a very less time, maybe 24 hours. Then again, I was a Muslim and I used to preach them. But as I started, my the maturity was coming in me as I was getting old. Then and the lockdown happened in India and all over the world. People were having a lot of time. They do not have anything to do.
Else
So
to
at
do.
that time, at that time, I started thinking again about all these things which are not good in Islam, like why a person for whom it is said that laqad kana lakum fi rasulillahi uswatun hasana, he's a yani Prophet Muhammad, the life of Prophet Muhammad
Is
is
model, yeah.
is a role model for all the people till Qiyamah.
Yeah. Uswatun
Okay,
hasana.
uswatun hasana. Laqad kana
Yeah.
lakum fi rasulillahi uswatun hasana.
Yeah.
So, a person who is uswatun hasana, a role model, there should be nothing wherein we can question on his behavior.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So when I thought about this, and so many things came in my mind, like why a person who is a prophet, who is a role model, uh, and he is 52 years of age, and he is marrying someone who is 6 years old,
Yeah.
and he consummated the marriage when he was 55 and Hazrat Aisha was only 9.
Yeah.
So is it a good example for people? So I said no. So I thought, okay, if someone, if there is a daughter or a girl in my family, in my house, who is 9 years old or 6 years old, and someone, maybe a Maulvi, a very pious person, pious Muslim, if he comes and asks for marriage with that daughter,
Yeah.
will I accept that? So this is how I used to think about that. Otherwise, the problem with Muslim is you tell them everything. They do not get that perspective. They say that no, it's okay. Rasulullah did that. That is okay. So when you there is a statement, right, that you have to put yourself in other shoes.
Yeah. Definitely.
So when you do that, then you will understand, yes, there is something wrong in that. So the marriage of Aisha was one of the reasons. Then there is sex slavery in Islam. Then the concept of guidance and misguidance. Allah guides and Allah misguides. That was very strange for me. And I tried everything to understand whether I am wrong. I spoke to Islamic speakers, I spoke to muftis, I spoke to my friends who are well versed in this. I spoke to them, but the reasons, the answers they were giving to me, those were not satisfying, those were not convincing. So and if you
did
see,
you check with Zakir Naik?
no, Zakir Naik was not in contact with me, but yeah, I have checked a lot of videos of Islamic scholars, Islamic speakers online on these subjects, but their answers were not convincing. So finally, I took a decision, right, that I'm just wasting my life in this, and it's better to come out of that. And I came out of that.
Okay, so that's quite interesting, and I think this could be related to any of the mu'mins right now.
Yeah.
Especially most of the ex-Muslims here, they always have something similar to this. Even I was also having something very similar to this. Like we come across some instances where we are forced to think about all these things, and later on we start contemplating page by page backwards, and we will arrive at some locations where we will be speechless and we will be getting no answers for our doubts, and from there the disintegration starts, and that's how an ex-Muslim is born into this world.
Yeah, and
So-
one more thing I would like to add here, Arif, that when I was a Muslim and I was giving dawah to non-Muslim, my thought was that when someone quotes me Surah Tawbah, Surah number 9 and verse number 5, or anything like that, that kill non-Muslims, kill kafirs, kill mushriks, I was of understanding that all the wars that have happened during Prophet Muhammad or the companions, they were all defensive wars. So this was my thought, and I was like, if someone proves me that it was done in offense, then we are wrong. But when I left Islam, or while leaving Islam, when I saw that there were many wars that Prophet Muhammad and the companions, they have done in offense. They used to give the non-Muslim tribes there were amongst them, and nearby, they used to send them letters, they used to send people, the companions, and give them 3 options. The first option was accept Islam. Okay, if you do not want to accept Islam, then pay us the jizya for your life, because you have preferred disbelief over Islam. So you have to give jizya to us so that we do not kill you.
Yeah.
And if they do not agree to that also, they don't want to accept Islam, they don't
Yeah.
want to give jizya, then the last option was fight with us.
Yes.
Either we will kill you or you kill us.
And
So
that
yeah,
letter has the wordings that our horse and all the war team is waiting outside just to get your confirmation what your
yeah,
decision is. Yeah, that's how it is written, and those letters are still available as artifacts in the museums even today.
right. And Arif, see, religion is something which is very personal. I mean, you know, if you want to be a Muslim, you have all the right to believe in Allah. If someone is Hindu, he has all the right to believe in his God. If someone is Christian, he has all the right to believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
Religion is very personal. A person, you know, his version of belief in God depends on his parameters. I mean, for someone, idol worshipping may not be a right thing, maybe illogical, but for the other one, it's very much logical. For him, it can be like, you know, if a god cannot take avatar or can take form, then why we should call him a god? He has not power over everything. So
Yeah.
the concept of God can vary depending on your parameters, individual parameters. So you cannot force religion on anyone. But if you see Islam and if you see the life of Prophet Muhammad and the companions, they were forcing Islam on others, giving three options. So I think you know, this is what the major problem in Islam is.
Yeah. And I can add something onto what you were saying, that religion is something very personal, and the concept of God or the way we perceive things, that could vary in different ways. So this is something that is applicable to observing the prophet as a prophet. Okay,
Yeah.
this is what I always convey to my family members or my friends and fellow Muslims, where they will always be saying that they are getting offended by the statements that we are making. So what I have to say to them, or what I used to say them, is that it's totally your liberty to call the prophet a prophet and to venerate him and to see him as a great person, as a model, an incredible model to the world, to a timeless model and all, whatever it be. So the same way, it is our liberty or my liberty to see him in a manner that he is not having any quality, where he
And
is
to
devoid
reject
of-
him.
Yeah, to reject him and even to mock him. We can do that.
Yeah.
So if they have the liberty to glorify him, I have the liberty to mock him, because we are seeing the bad sides, they are seeing only the good sides. So when we see a bad side, we have to voice it out, we have to make it appear to the public, especially when this Islam is being preached in a manner that there is only positive reviews, there is no negative reviews about Islam. That's how it is being promoted in the society. So we have to give the negative reviews. That's what
Right.
I'm doing, or every ex-Muslim are doing that.
In fact, Arif, if you see Islam, a Muslim cannot say that, you know, you cannot mock our religion, because if you see the life of Prophet Muhammad and if you see the Quran, the Quran is mocking someone who is not believing.
Exactly.
Quran says that the polytheists are the worst of creature. They are unclean, right?
Yeah.
Prophet Muhammad
they are
used to
pigs,
mock.
they are monkeys.
Yeah.
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 They are filth.
Yeah. So, yeah, filth and unclean. And you know, if you see the life of Prophet Muhammad, he has mocked the polytheists,
Exactly.
the
yeah.
god or the
Lata, Uzza
statues
and all.
that they were
Yeah.
worshipping. He used to mock them. In fact, Hazrat
Abused
Abu
them.
Bakr has also abused.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hazrat
yeah.
Abu Bakr has also done the same thing.
Yeah.
But you know what Muslim says? They bring a verse from Quran, from Surah An'am, Surah number 6 and verse number 108, that Allah has stopped you to mock the God of other religion. But if you see the context, surprisingly, if someone, you know, ponder on that, he will understand that it's not that you cannot you just have you have to respect, or you know, you should not mock God of other religion out of respect. It's because if you mock, the false god as per Islam, they will start mocking Allah. They will start abusing Allah, and to avoid that abuse, then to avoid that abuse, you do not have to mock them or abuse them.
Yeah, it's a kind of
What is
scratching
this?
back, a mutual scratch back. That's it. You stop
Yeah.
scratching me, I will stop scratching you. That's it. It's a treatise, or it's a kind of a mutual understanding by which things could be settled, and even that can be clearly explained by the way the Islam that was before Hijrah and after Hijrah. You can see
Right.
the clear
The Makki
demarcation
life and
there.
the Madni life. Yeah.
So Makki life, Madini life, and then back to Makkah. Both three
Yeah.
of them, we can clearly see the differences. So
Yeah.
many of the verses which we always used to cite, we means the Mu'mins used to cite to say that Islam is love, Islam is peace and all.
La ikraha
All these-
fid deen.
Yeah, like
Lakum dinukum waliya deen.
waliya deen. All these are in the earlier Makki phase, where it has been
Yeah.
abrogated by the Madani phase.
And
Most of the verses.
they were not having that power to fight.
Yeah, that's it. So that's how it went. And moving on, I think I just wanted to give you a bonus question. That is, are you just an ex-Muslim or a rationalist or a free thinker? How do you identify yourself?
Yeah, I'm a rationalist, I'm a free thinker, and I'm an
Okay.
ex-Muslim.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's something cool. And do you have any organizations in your town or nearby that brings all the rationalists together?
As of now, we do not have any registered organization, but day by day, we are getting calls and messages from so many ex-Muslims. The ex-Muslims who left Islam before us also, and
Yeah.
people who are leaving Islam after watching our videos and our channel. And we are, trying to register one organization soon, wherein we'll try to bring something for the new ex-Muslims, so that they get the security, they get if they do not have any jobs, then we'll help them with jobs also. So we are working on that to have something solid.
Yeah, even we used to get some calls from UP and some other places to in search of asylum in Kerala. So that we have received some calls from there. Those times we were not in touch. So in the future, if I get some calls like that, I will definitely revert it to you so that you
Sure.
can handle such things. Yeah. So, and something that you were saying, that you were not having, or you are not having any kind of rationalist organizations right now. In Kerala, the situation is different. Here, the ex-Muslim movement or that kind of activism is a product of the rationalist movements here.
Oh, that's
So
it.
it's a byproduct, because we have these rationalist movements here for more than 40 years. Okay. So the criticism of other religion and all other beliefs and faith, it is being carried out here routinely for the past 40 years. But I think in your place, in your locality, this ex-Muslim movement will be the torchbearer of beginning a new era of rationalism and rationalist organizations. So I think if you are planning for an organization, I would definitely suggest you to put some broader terminologies where all people from all religion who are coming out of such belief systems, they can be together and they can work together, and
In
all
fact,
people will be benefited.
Arif, in fact, I would like to add one more point. We are not just building a system wherein we will help the ex-Muslims. We also want to help the Muslim people, or especially the females who wants to, like, for example, if you see the if you see the ground reality, many Muslim girls, they want to study, they want to have higher education, but their family, they do not allow, or they do not have that much money. So we'll have a support system wherein we will take these kind of Muslim girls also, will support them financially if they want to pursue their higher studies. So it's not just ex-Muslim, but also Muslims who are rational and who want to make career in some professional things like that.
Yeah, that's a very valid point, because the only thing which people can take as a guarantee to understand or to realize all these problems is by gaining education and gaining a rational attitude in your life, and that is by getting exposure from the outside
Right.
world. So for that,
Right.
education is a very important aspect. So
You know why I got
Yeah.
that maturity, of coexistence and brotherhood, because uh, I studied, I completed my graduation, and I was working in companies wherein we had all kind of people, Christians, Hindus.
secular environments.
Yeah, so when you are exposed to that kind of environment, then it's
Yeah,
very much
definitely.
possible that you will feel something embarrassing in you. For example, when I was a very staunch Muslim, I had a beard of this size, and I used to work in company. I was a client account manager. So I was so rigid that when someone who is not a Muslim, like Hindu or a Christian, and they have some festival like Diwali, Holi, or Christmas, they used to come to me and they used to wish, but I was not wishing them back because my iman was not allowing me to wish them back. If
Yeah.
they used to bring some kind of sweets, prasad or something like that, I used to run away from my seat so that I do not have to take that. But
Yeah.
inside you feel some guilty in you. So it's very embarrassing,
Yeah.
what a person will think about us when it's our festival, it's Eid. All the non-Muslim friends, they without asking them, without telling them, without informing them, without letting them know that this is Eid, they start greeting us,
Exactly.
everyone.
Yeah.
But when it is their turn, we do not do anything. We cannot wish them back because it hits our iman.
Yeah.
So people living or getting that exposure, that environment wherein you have all kind of people, it becomes very easy for them to understand that Islam is not a universal religion, or it does not have universal brotherhood.
Yeah, and even when you were telling about this avoidance of celebrations and all, whenever
Yeah.
a non-Muslim observes a fast during the Ramadan, that is being celebrated to the core, where he will be portrayed as someone who is empathizing with the Muslims, and he will be projected as the icon of love and how the people are observing Islam. But they will never say that even if a non-Muslim fast for a day, or if he wishes a Muslim, until and unless he's a believer, he is at the bottom of the hellfire. Especially
Right.
when he knows Islam, and if he is not accepting Islam, that means he is getting the worst punishment, not just a
Right.
punishment. So
Right.
when people come and say that Gandhiji told this about Islam, Bernard Shaw said this about Islam and all, they are actually telling that Gandhiji knew everything about Islam,
And
he
still
didn't-
he has not
and he
accepted.
accepted Islam, and so he is at the bottom, the least
Ill.
yeah, at the most deepest part of the hellfire, because he knew
Hellfire.
everything about Islam.
Getting
And still he-
barbecued.
Yeah,
Getting barbecued.
so these moments are so dumb at times by citing these kind of examples and all. I feel very
Exactly.
sorry for them. So I always ask them, okay, what about Gandhiji? Did he accept Islam? No. Why? So what is his fate now? So what is the point in citing that he told all these about Islam? There's no point
Yeah.
in saying that, because he's there, he's nowhere.
He's still
Yeah.
himself, he has not accepted that.
Yeah.
Moment need to think about it.
Yeah, very much they need to. Even Abraham Lincoln, one of my friends, he just wrote a sentence here that Abraham Lincoln, who took very definitive role in abolishing the slavery, I support him. He wrote a statement, and he should be considered as someone who is more noble than the prophet, who was
Right.
actually
Who never
supporting
stopped,
slavery.
never
Yeah,
banned slavery.
did nothing to stop it, but even he did many things to promote it. That's what he
In
did.
fact, Prophet Muhammad and the companions, they were involved in this slavery.
Exactly, yeah. Even at the time of his death, he was having a few slaves as his asset. So slaves were considered as assets in
Asset.
Islam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Property.
my
It's-
friend
they are their
wrote
property.
this. Yeah, my friend wrote this just as a sentence on Facebook, and he was getting death threats just for
Oh.
writing that. Yeah.
Oh.
So this is what happened. So moving on, I think moments will be overloaded by information and ideas today.
And they should think about it. They should ponder
Yeah.
on the points that we are presenting to them.
Okay. So next, as a murtad or as a apostate today, how do you feel? How is your life going on? Like, what are the repercussions that you faced after becoming a murtad from your family, from your circle?
The life has totally changed. When I first told my family that I have left Islam and this is what the problem is in Islam, they were very much shocked because I was the person who was giving dawah to them and telling them to they should follow this and that, and I was very religious. I used to pray salah and all that. So they were very shocked. A person like me, how he can leave Islam. He used to propagate Islam. He used to defend Islam. How someone like him can leave Islam? So that was a shock for them. And then there was so much problem in my house, in my family, the close relatives. And then, gradually that intensity, started going down. And they were like, okay, even if he doesn't want to follow Islam, that is okay. But once I started my activism and they came to know that I'm doing activism also, it started again. The problem started again. Apart from that, my friends and people from my area, they started giving bad words to me. They started abusing me on WhatsApp, and I used to leave my house, my area, my shop, everything I had to leave and move to an unknown place.
Oh.
And still now I'm just roaming here and there. I do not have a permanent house because you don't know when you have to leave. So the life has totally changed for me. At the same time, I got love from so many people, and if you see now, crores of people love me now. I have haters also, and I have people who loves me also.
True. Yeah,
So
that's
there are a
how
lot
we
of things.
survive.
People supports me financially also, morally also. So I have all the support with me.
Yeah, this is something that could be an epiphany for most of the people out there, especially some of the leftist rationalists out there who always think that leaving Islam is just like leaving any other religion, and that's not possible as they think. Maybe to some of the privileged Muslims out there, leaving Islam might not be a problem in their family, but both of us sitting together here, I'm also having something similar to share like this. But being in Kerala, I am little more privileged than you. I should admit that. But still, we have our own version of the problems. I'm not saying that we are completely problem free, and we have a social structure where this will be accepted sooner or later.
Then that is why we are doing activism, because
Yeah,
see, people
exactly.
should understand, Muslims should understand that someone living in Islam is normal.
Yeah, that's it.
You cannot just throw them out of their house. You cannot just kill them. You cannot just boycott, because
true.
in coming years, every house will have an ex-Muslim.
Yeah, that's what we usually say here, because in Kerala, these ex-Muslims are called emus, EMU. Okay, so that's a bird. You might be knowing that, the national bird of Australia, I think. So so we are called as emus. So we used to say that every home in Kerala is actually having an emu growing unknown, or which is hidden in their home.
Right.
Every home in Kerala, every Muslim family in Kerala, there will be at least one emus growing there without
Right.
without their parents or maybe their spouses knowing about
This
it.
will going to be very normal in coming years, Arif.
Yeah,
And I'm
definitely.
dead sure about this. This will going to
Definitely.
be very, very normal in coming years.
Yeah, we and only one thing that we are doing as activists is to take the maximum leverage out of this social media and this internet to make
Yeah.
this reach more people in shortest time possible. So that's the only
Exactly.
way by which people can understand or learn things and make this as a very normal activity. Like there's nothing big deal about leaving a religion. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only thing. Okay, so I think we, as per your understanding and your works that you are doing so far, that has created a very big uproar in the North Indian community or the
Yeah.
Hindi-speaking community. That's what we have perceived from here, and that's something quite commendable job that you are doing all alone. That's the most interesting part.
No,
So-
I beg to differ you on this. You know, I'm
Okay.
not alone. We have so many ex-Muslims who are, doing this kind of activism. We have Suchwala ji, who
Okay.
is very, very good, in his activism. We have so many people. We have, a guy from Pakistan, Adam Seeker, full of knowledge, full of knowledge. He is totally awesome. I don't know whether you have heard him or not. So we have Adam Seeker, we have ex-Muslim Samir.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
a lot of comments here that I should bring Adam Seeker here, but I don't have any personal contact with him, so maybe next time I can
I'll
bring
ask
as
him.
well.
Yeah, I'll just
that's
check
good.
with him, and in case he is okay with that, I'll definitely connect him with you. So we have so many people. It's not only me. We have so many people: Adam Seeker, ex-Muslim Samir, Suchwala ji, Mirza Ghalib. We have Faiz. I'll tell you one interesting thing. There was one guy. His channel is Faiz, the Humanist Mutad. Uh, when when we were doing this kind of discussion, he used to come and defend Islam.
Oh,
This guy
okay.
used to come and defend Islam, and after some 5-6 discussions, he became ex-Muslim.
Really?
He became ex-Muslim, and now he is doing the activism also. So we
Great.
have people like this. Then we have one more guy. Someone has commented, Zafar heretic.
Yeah,
He is
so-
awesome. He is awesome. So everyone has their own style of doing activism. Everyone is different from each other, and they are doing the activism in their own way. So everyone is doing the work. It's not only me.
Okay, that's something new to me, because I didn't know that you are much connected with those people, because we are not connected. I'm not connected with them, so that's something very new to me. And people are asking, what is this NRC that is displayed here? That is non-religious citizens. That is one organization that we have registered in Kerala as a pan-India organization. Non-religious citizen. It includes all people who have come out of any religion, not just Islam. Even those people who wishes to be a part of a secular community, so that there will be a future devoid of any kind of religious or these kind of these problems based on religion. So that's a one.
And one more thing,
platform.
I would like to add, Arif. It's not only about male, activists. We have female ex-Muslims also
Oh, great.
who are running their activism, and the almost from last 5-6 stream, there are so many ex-Muslims joining my channel and telling that even we have left Islam. So there are many
Great.
girls also who are leaving Islam, and they are doing activism also.
Okay, so definitely we will have to bring more of them onto our channel, because I'm doing a special program for ex-Muslim women, especially.
Yeah.
Okay, chat with ex-Muslim women, because their voice must be heard more than men, because women are the main problem facing part of this population, where by this religion that from Islam.
Exactly.
So we need to bring more of them onto our platform and need to listen to them and make a way so that other people can listen to them. So that's one of the intentions.
Yeah.
So that's it. And now talking about the TV debate, the milestone creator. So I still remember the day when you called me for attending that debate, because that was very short notice for me.
Yeah.
I was not able to come to that place, and nobody else was available here to replace me as well. So otherwise I was just imagining what would be the effect after if we both were sitting there in that.
Yeah. That's the reason that time I contacted you, and I was like,
but I couldn't
let's
make it
go
that
together.
day. I couldn't make it that day, but I saw that interview completely, and still it is being circulating as bits and parts all over the internet.
Yeah.
Still it is going on. So what is your experience as I think that's one of its first of its kind that happened in Indian television, right?
Indian television, right.
So
I really thank India TV for that. They were the first media channel who gave us that big platform, after which we got that boost in this activism. So I really thank India TV for them, and the anchor Saurav Sharmaji for giving us chance, and he is a very nice guy, and that TV debate was a very new thing for me. I had conducted so many debates, so debate is not a problem for me. If I go anywhere, but
as long
the
as
debate
the laptop is there with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the format is different, because having debates on our channel and the way we conduct is something different, and going to TV channel and having a debate there, it's a different kind of thing. So that was my first appearance, but still I really enjoyed that, and I think that has made a very good impact. And after that also I got chance from other news channels also. Today also people from different news channel calls me for to come to their show, and we'll definitely go there. So yeah, it was a good experience for me.
Great. So, and I think after that, as you said, your activism got a very good boost after that debate. So have you done any other debate on any other channel?
Yeah, I went to India News Channel, where there was I went to Times Now also, Times Now Now Bharat, wherein that debate also got very much viral. A short clip from there, wherein there is one Maulana, a Barelvi Maulana Pir Qadri, and his BP just shooted when I asked some questions. Then I said Maulana BP badh jayega. That statement got viral, and he was totally out of control. So I went to News Nation, I went to Times Now, I went to India News and India TV.
Oh, great. So I wish a great success for you, because it's easy for you to be a face of ex-Muslims on those channels, because especially with the language, Hindi language, that will be much useful as well, because most of these channels speak Hindi. That day when those people were asking me also, they wanted Hindi on that debate. So that was one problem, another problem for me. I can only understand, but speaking is a little bit difficult.
I can understand.
Sure, that's a problem. So now we are almost completing our time. So just before that, I would like to know a few more things. That is,
sure.
Like when you do this criticism of Islam, as we are also doing here, one of the main questions that we face here is that your criticism of Islam will be used by, or will be utilized by, the right-wing politics, those people, and that will be used as a tool to promote Muslimophobia, that is hate, the bigotry against Muslims. So how do you deal with that?
Yeah. So I also get these kind of questions, why don't you criticize other religion and all that? See, for me, it's very clear that I have come out of Islam. My style of criticizing is that I should know what I am criticizing. Okay, since I have not learnt about other religion like Christianity or Hinduism, so I cannot criticize. And
There's
apart from that,
balancing.
and apart from that, if you see, for me, the concept of religion is something which I consider it as fake. Okay, but I cannot say that all religions are same. I cannot say that, because though see, in terms of superstition, yes, there is superstition in every religion, but all the religions are not same. The intensity that you will find in Islam and in Muslims because of Islam, you won't find that in other religion. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
a person, most of them, there can be some people, who can do some wrong thing in the name of Hinduism or maybe Christianity, but majority will not do that. But if you see Islam, majority of them, they can give life and they can take life in the name of Prophet Muhammad. So that is the difference. Okay.
Okay.
And you are, and my intention, I have made this very clear so many times. And even if I go to any channel, which is basically, someone may say that it is a right wing channel or they have right wing ideology. I go to any place, I make it very clear that my purpose is not to spread hate against Muslim. I always say that Muslim are good people. The problem is in Islam. Okay. So, and I get so many messages. If you see, my the comments on my videos, many people say that I used to hate Muslim. I used to hate Muslim, but after watching your videos, I got to know that these guys are actually victim.
Yeah.
These guys are victim of Islam. They used to hate Muslim, but after watching our videos, their thoughts were changed. So whenever I go to any channel, maybe it's a right wing or any channel, because see, for me, I don't care whether it is a right wing channel, left wing channel, north wing or south wing. I freaking do not care. If left wing channels are ready to call me, I'm ready to go there. Yeah, let them call me, I'll go there. Right wing, they want to call me, I'll go there. My job is to present Islam. My job is to show them what is wrong in Islam. So I don't care whether it is right, left, north, south. I don't give a damn about that.
True.
The problem is, the left wing guys are not approaching me. So if someone is telling I go to right wing, then it's because the left wing is not calling me. If they start calling me, I'll go there also. I do not have any problem.
Yeah, that's pretty clear that way, because this is something that I also share almost the same thing. That is, the lefts or these people who I always describe them as the dogs in the manger. They won't eat the grass. They won't also let eat the grass. So that's how they play in the field. So they won't criticize Islam and they won't let anyone criticize Islam. If anyone try to criticize Islam, what they will come and say is that, oh, don't do that. The right wing will take it. They will use it against Muslims. So we need to be very vocal about this same very fact that you were telling here, that Muslims are the first victims of Islam rather than any other right wing.
Yeah.
So our aim is to make them realize that and to help them come out of this this nasty, this what do you say, this barbarian religion. Okay, we have to help them. So if that happens, one day even the question of this right wing extremism also will be no more required, and that will be extinct as on its own. That's what we say always. So people are not ready to listen to that, and instead of that they will be just acting as these dogs in the manger.
But
and that is
Arif, they I can guarantee you, whether it is left wing or right wing, or specifically if you talk about left wing, see, I do not know what is left and what is right. Okay. But still they cannot ignore us for a long time. They have to call us.
Definitely, the time
they have to call us, and the time will come, they'll call us.
Yeah, so that's what I was also saying, the same thing. Like, we need to just keep on doing all this. The time will come, they will be forced to talk against Islam one day. So that is not much farther. So we are expecting that to happen very soon. Because even in Kerala, we are seeing that, that our state is being ruled by this leftist ideologies. So they are in bed with the Islamists. Okay.
Oh.
Almost. They are in bed, especially the SDPI and all. They were hand in hand working together in many of the elections, and they were trying to appease that community by helping them out in many other ways. So now they are getting the bitterness of such an activity. And even there was a recent report where even the leftist party is being hijacked by these Islamists.
Oh.
So this hijacking is a routine thing that can happen with any other political parties, because that's
Yeah,
one
and
of
it
their,
can happen anywhere and everywhere.
anywhere and everywhere, because that's how they operate. The taqiyya and all other things we know. We cannot
Yeah.
elaborate it right now because we have very little time on that. So I wish every success for your future actions as well, the activism and all other things. And what is your exact future plan with all these?
Yeah.
Any
so
plan
the-
to coming to Kerala and seeking an asylum here and operating from here?
I get so many, what do you say? I get requests from so many people from abroad, also from US, from Canada, from Australia, that come to our place. You will have a very good life, and But my intention as of now is to remain in India and do the activism. In case if it is very much required, then maybe I'll move somewhere else. Move out somewhere else. Otherwise, as of now, I'll be in India only. I'll do activism from here only. And my plan is that to make this activism, make this movement successful, so that every person has the right to live their religion, especially Islam. So that is our aim. That is what we want. That if someone is living Islam, he has all the right to live a normal life.
So I think if in case you are searching for peace, a peaceful existence, and if you are aiming for a peaceful coexistence of all people, of all religion, in that case, I have a solution for you. That is the best country, the most peaceful country, which is under the most peaceful religion, is Afghanistan, which is most peaceful. and I think they will be very much happy to accept you there, because there's no such immigration, so much tricky and so much problematic immigration policies there. You need to just sneak in there. It's so easy for you because it is so peaceful. Islam is peace, you know that.
Yeah,
So
Islam is
you-
peace,
so-
and Afghanistan is peaceful.
The only thing is the peace, that's
Yeah.
the peace. So I think it's a timer for us. So much happy for you to be here and accepting
Same
our
here.
invitation. Many people are asking for this Askar Ali on your channel, also on this
Yeah.
comment
So
section.
you have to help me, bring
Yeah,
Askar Ali
yeah.
on my channel.
Sure. Yeah, I'll talk to him. I have already spoken to him, but he is busy with some other things like his education and all such things. So activism is something people has to choose, or they have to
Right,
do
right.
voluntarily.
Absolutely
So we
right.
cannot force
Yeah.
them, because if they are not comfortable
Absolutely
with that, we cannot force them. So
No, we cannot force them. Right.
yeah. So right now he hasn't given any idea about that. So we'll just wait for his answer first, and
Yeah.
after that we'll do it.
So tell him that it can be only for half an hour or maybe 15 minutes, whatever he is comfortable. We are okay
Yeah,
with that.
maybe
in
he
case.
might be watching this. So if he's listening, please take note of this. And,
Askar Ali, if you are watching us, it's my request. I am troubling Arif from so many days that
Yeah.
connect me with you. So if you are hearing me, I really want to request you to come to my channel once for an interview. It's a request
Yeah.
from my side.
Okay. So once again, the best wishes from our part, our audience, the Mallu community, as per your the Mumbaikars call us Mallus, all North Indians.
Yeah.
So a very heartwarming thanks from our part to for being here, and
Same here.
it's very much glad to listen to you like this, because it's something that gives hope to many other people, like to come out. I remember your icon, that thumbnails and all previously that was covered, the face was not visible.
Yeah.
And all. But now you have come out so explicitly, everything is visible. So that is giving much power to the ex-Muslim community, or the ex-Muslims, or the people who are trying to come out, and that is giving a strong message that these people cannot be intimidated the way they were doing in the past.
Yeah.
So this is something very much commendable, and I wish all the success. And please take note of this non-religious community, or the citizens that we have an organization here. So you
Sure.
can even start a branch of that in your place where you can connect with a pan-India community where all people can be in touch. So thanks once again. So let's wind up here.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
a
you
lot,
all.
Arif, and thanks
Yeah.
to all the viewers who are watching us. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Good night. Good night.